they will do other things. I know that over time, my colleagues have been taking you through the EBS and RCM system, the processes and procedures, what you need to do, and all the rest of it. So I will just, by way of updates, let us know what is happening now, what obtains now in the system here in Lagos State. Not too long ago, the central bank came up with a policy, what has popularly been called cashless policy. All of us know about that. It was simply a policy that mandated maximum withdrawals and maximum deposits at banks. In essence, they put a ceiling on how much money an individual can deposit and how much money an individual can withdraw from his account at the bank. And this involves companies, and this involves individuals, and at that stage it also involves government accounts. So at that point it was a little bit difficult because if you now catch the limits, amounts of money that the government can withdraw, and the amounts of money that one can pay to government account in a day, I mean that had a lot of potential for danger and all of that. So what we did was to devise a means whereby we could actually, use the technologies we have at hand. That is the ETCC card. Of course, what the government said that you can use other means. You could use other means to, do your withdrawals and do your deposits and all of that. That means, by implication, money transfers. So what we did was to use the technology we had at hand. Okay. So what we did was to use the technology we had at hand to ensure that you could as well effect money transfers. You could as well use the card you have or the technology you had at hand to make payments to the Lagos State government. And when this happened, then the government would have avoided the penalties that would have amounted, that would have arisen from making excess withdrawals or making excess deposits to government accounts and all of that. So since we have the electronic tax clearance certificate, I had my colleague talking about it not too long ago. And I had the moderator saying that he was surprised that somebody from Lagos State government would also come around to say that he didn't have the card. Me, I want to extend that. I would be surprised to hear that somebody in Lagos State who is a taxpayer does not have the card. According to him, we've been on that card for the last 4 years. I know that I was working with him on that card over 4 years ago. So we've been on that card for the last 6 or 7 years, or even 8 years. So I anticipate, I expect that everybody in Lagos State who is a taxpayer, even if it is a one-off taxpayer, should have that card. So what we did was to, try to utilize all the benefits of that card by making it possible for payers to simply load that card, mark my words, load that card with some funds or fund that card, go to the bank, fund that card, and then use that card to make remittances to Lagos State government. That way the penalties will not accrue to Lagos State government. So that way we were able to solve the problem that could have arisen as a result of the ceilings placed on government deposits or deposits to government accounts and all of that. But to bring us an update on that particular policy, the central bank also came back to say that government accounts were exempt from the policy. So as we stand now, government accounts are exempt from the cashless policy of the Central Bank of Nigeria. What that means is that any individual can pay as much as he wishes to the Lagos State government account. And Lagos State government can as well. Why are you laughing? Lagos State government can as well withdraw as much as he wants to withdraw from his account and all of that. But what am I talking about? For the fact that the Central Bank came up with that policy and then wavered on it and okay, made some exemptions and government accounts are no longer there. That doesn't mean that that policy cannot come back tomorrow. That's on one note. Another exception of that principle is that me as an individual can leverage on the benefits of that policy and the benefits of that technology to solve other social problems that we encounter when we leave the comforts of our offices and homes. I'll give us a practical example. Look at LASMA. LASMA is the Lagos State Transport Management Authority. I don't know. Well, these are government officials. I think these are LASMA themselves. You are the ones that empower them and all of that. But me, small me, going out in the street there, on top of that bridge there, they arrest me. They say I have driven maybe on a wrong lane or on a wrong pavement or something like that. The next thing is that you are arrested. By the time they know it, they have impounded your vehicle. By the time you know it, they have told you that your vehicle is somewhere in Agege. Some of us don't know where Agege really is. Ask some of us to start going to Agege now. We miss our way. And the next thing you hear is that you go to the bank and make payments. Then after making that payment, that you go to Agege dump site, that's what they call it, to take your vehicle back. Now come to think of that. What are they trying to achieve? The only thing they want to achieve is that I have gone contrary to what the law says, and therefore I should make some payment to the government penalties. Is that not what they want to achieve?
Yes.
Is it a punishment? Do they really want to punish me? I don't think they want to punish me. But by asking me to go to Agege,
can I correct you?
Okay, go ahead.
I'm very, very sorry. I don't think it has ever been done, except to the special task force that impounds your car. If you are caught in Surulere, you will make your payments in Surulere.
No, we're just using it as an instance. It's just an instance. Just an instance. Okay, fine. Let's use Surulere. Okay,
if you are caught within Surulere, you will pay within Surulere.
Okay, fine.
Your car will not be taken out of Surulere.
Okay, fine. Let's use Surulere as an example. Now, if you now impound my vehicle, let's say along National Stadium, you take it at Kerele Street, I know that side very well. That's where their office is, isn't it? And then you ask me to go and make payments, isn't it? Which means I have to go to the bank, make that payment, go to Kerele, redeem my vehicle. That's all things being equal. All things being equal.
Yeah.
That's how it's supposed to be. But I am going to work that money. I am not so sure that the intention is to punish me or stop me from going to work. The intention is to make me comply to government regulations. Am I right?
Yes.
Am I right? Please, if I'm wrong, correct me.
Yeah.
What if you arrest me on that spot and you say that my bill is 50,000 naira and I give you my card which has 50,000 naira, then you put it in this system, give me a receipt, and I continue going to my office. Wouldn't that solve the problem? I'm coming. Just let's take it that way. Wouldn't that solve the problem? Take my analogy. Take my analogy. Take my analogy. Take it. The intention, unless we agree that the intention is to punish me,
yes.
I don't believe the intention is not to punish me.
It is to punish.
No, it's to punish. It is to realize that you have done something wrong.
And for doing something wrong,
so that next time you won't.
Next time you don't
feel
do
the
that.
stress
Okay,
at that period.
so that means is what my legal friends will call it double jeopardy.
Yes.
You punish me, I pay my penalty, and at the same time you punish me. It's like asking me, look, oh my friends, you have gone wrong, you've gone contrary to the law. Go and fetch a bucket of water. I'm going to finish fetching the bucket of water. Kneel down here. I don't think that is the intention of the law. The intention of the law is that please, the law is to guide us. And the law says, look, if you do this thing, this is a punishment. You pay a fine. And I am only interested in that fine aspect. Now, what we are saying with this card is that if you have funded this card, if you have preloaded this card with funds, that you can simply give it to that last government authority, agent that is there. He will discount whatever amount of fine it is, and then you give you back your card, give you back your receipt, then you drive on and go to your office. That's how it obtains in the Western world. They simply give you a ticket, you continue going, you come back later and pay.
Because they can track you down.
Yes, they can track you down. Because
we can't track you down.
Because we can't track you down, that's why I say, okay, you pay on the spot. That way I'll be happy. and government will make more money, because if it's one way, okay, this road is blocked today, I'll take one way there, rest me there, I'll pay them and continue going. So the government will make more money.
Because government knows that you come back tomorrow and pass that same road again.
And you make more money.
I know, that's not what we have.
Okay, fine. But what I am interested in, is that this capability that the card has now solves that problem for us. So we can use it. Another advantage of what I'm talking about is because even if you go to Surulere and pick that card, they'll still go and ask you to go and settle with the tax authorities.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes.
So what are we talking about here? If you say settle with tax authorities, what are they looking for? They are looking for your evidence of payment. Your evidence of payment is in that card. So that solves it for me. So instead of asking you to go to the bank, make payment, come back, go back, do this, do that, I have paid on the spot. You are looking for evidence of tax payment. I have given it to you. So that solves it for me.
Yeah.
And that tells you a lot about the efficiency of the government you are working with. And that's what this policy, this derived aspect of this government cashless policy, the derived benefit to Lagos State government and to all of us that are here. And then the other issue I want to let us know is, okay, if you say you want to fund this card, how do I do it? Must I necessarily carry cash to the bank and ask them to post it into this or do that and use all kinds of languages? No. You can stay in your house